Have you ever felt like you deserve more? Like you're always doing your most supreme effort to make a reality even a little easier and hoping that in future things gonna get better for you because all of your good life choices and behaviors could only lead you to this inside your head, only to realize that many other people have everything easier without getting even close to make the same effort in life that you are doing. Always watching many good people suffer and bad people being acknowledged and getting everything easier, then this video is for you. Hey guys, Mizuki here. Welcome back to the shrine, where your favorite five-tailed fox girl delivers the most mind-blowing insights you didn't even know you needed. Today, we're gonna talk about the world being very unfair to life expectations in general, but here today, we're going to discuss about those most related to appearance and talk about the compensation fallacy theory for a bit. But before we go any further, I want to take this brief moment here to thank you all my patrons that support my work here on YouTube, and especially my three-tailed fox tier members, Heath Rowell and Fenny Sylvy, for the incredible support to my work. You guys are amazing. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon, link is in the description below. And for those of you who don't know or pretend not to know, the compensation fallacy is this weird idea floating around that if a person looks like he lost a battle with poverty, he must have gained at least 50 points in intelligence. You know, as if life handed out stats like a video game. Oh, sorry dude, you rolled a net 1 on looks. Here is some extra IQ points to balance it out. And on the flip side, if someone is hot, they must be dumb as a rock. Spoiler alert, that's not how it works. You can be ugly and dumb. You can be hot and smart. Life's got layers, like an onion. Or your brow's history. Now, let's break it down. This whole ugly people are smarter myth comes from a very real social phenomenon. Here's the thing, being attractive, it's like having shit goals for life. Study shows that good-looking people get better jobs, higher salaries, and more opportunities. There's even a whole book about it called Erotic Capital. Yes, that's a real thing. And no, it's not what you think it is. The book proves with hard data that hot people just have it easier, whether it's landing a promotion or getting out of a speeding ticket. They radiate competence, even if they can't spell competence. And that's exactly why scammers always look like they just stepped out of a fashion magazine. They dress well, groom themselves, and charm their way into your wallet. Because guess what? People trust beauty. They see someone attractive and automatically assume they must have their life together. Meanwhile, the rest of us are out here actually working for a living. Of course, I'm not saying that every hot person doesn't work, but they don't if they don't want to. That is real. People can deny all they want, but beauty is a shit for life. And yeah, I said us. This fox right here, IOL. You guys wouldn't give me more than a 6, maybe a 7 out of 10. Oh no, Mizuki, you broke my immersion. Give me back my dreams. I'm sorry, dude. Attraction messes with your brain. You ever wonder why people end up in dumpster fire relationships with total train wrecks? That's because when you're into someone, your brain goes, nah, we don't need logic right now. You start seeing them as this flawless being, projecting all these amazing traits onto them that they don't actually have to begin with. It's like buying a car just because it looks cool, and then realizing later it's held all together with just duct tape and regret. And you know what? Nature is behind this scan. Yep, biology itself conspires against you. Evolution doesn't care if you end up in therapy, it just wants you to reproduce. So it blinds you to red flags faster than you can say bad decisions. You think you're making smart choices, but nope, you're just another pawn in the great game of life. Now let's talk stereotypes, because you know, they are everywhere. Take the classic joke from American movies. Big, muscular, popular, and dumber than a box of rocks. Then there is the nerdy genius, awkward, weird, but supposedly blessed with brain power beyond measure. The hot blonde girl from the school that is used to have everything she wants and usually is totally rotten on the inside, probably because of it. And the lonely girl that goes with family to church, usually forcefully, but just wanted to be popular, but is so damn shy that by itself keep everyone from approaching her, and in most of the times she doesn't even notice it and keep blaming herself, and end up being an object of hate and bullying of other girls for being misunderstood most of the times. Truth is, these stereotypes exist for a reason, but they are far from the whole picture. Some studies even suggest that high testosterone levels, the thing that makes guys more aggressive and physically dominant, can sometimes correlate with a lower impulse control or even cognitive function. Basically, Mother Nature might have a twisted sense of humor, balancing out brute strength with questionable decision-making skills. And let's not even get started on how schools completely fail at understanding how boys learn. Spoiler, making a hyperactive teenage boy sit in a chair for 8 hours straight and expecting him to focus? That is a fantasy. The modern education system, designed for sitting still, obeying, and absorbing information passively, something we girls tend to handle better. It's no surprise that boys often struggle more in school. The system isn't built for them. And before anyone jumps to conclusions, no, I'm not saying boys are dumb. They just need a different approach, one that actually considers their biology. At the end of the day, the whole look versus intelligence debate is just another oversimplified way to categorize people. In reality, it's messy. Some hot people are brilliant, some less attractive person are clueless, and some of these, bless their hearts, are just out here vibing with zero self-awareness at all. And the day this person wakes up looking like $1,000,000, suddenly they turn into the most unbearable, self-absorbed human on the planet. You know the type. It's like they saw that meme. If I were hot, if I were cracked, I'd be absolutely insufferable. And that's why they live life on hard mode, hiding their true selves like a superhero with a secret identity, because let's be real, they can't afford to flex like that. You've probably heard that saying, right? If you want to know someone, give them power. Well, guess what? Looking good is power. And the second someone gets that power, bam! You finally get to see their true colors. But hey, don't get all offended and just generalizing here. And we all know generalizing is the only way to tackle big picture stuff. I mean, let's be honest, I don't know every attractive person in the world, and I definitely don't know every unattractive one either. But in general, hot people get the luxury of letting their true, sometimes not so great selves shine. And society just loves spoon-feeding these people with attention and validation, shaping them into little narcissists. Even at home, you've seen it. The cuter sibling, they get away with everything. They get the bigger slice of the cake, the nicer gifts, and if they mess up, oopsie, no problem. Meanwhile, the less good sibling, they get hit with the full force of the family rulebook. Science backed this up too. This is not just me being salty. And also, I wear the cute one in this case. And let me drop a little truth bomb here, okay? There's a gender aspect to all of this too. Parents, they usually treat their daughters better. It makes sense, right? Girls tend to stay at home longer, start working later, and get more financial support too. And guess what? The cuter sons? Yep, they get the golden treatment too. Fair? Who cares? It's reality. I've seen that happen many times with friends and on the internet too. Of course, I have no data for it, so you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. It's all for observation. This happens even in my family. I always had it easier compared to my brother. I mean, life was always difficult here in my country, always, but if compared to my brother, I always had it a little less difficult oftentimes. Now, I know some of you are probably sitting there thinking, wow, this is brutal, but honestly, I don't even flinch anymore. The world is what it is. No emotional investment here, just facts. People love throwing around terms and acting like they've unlocked the secrets of the universe. But let's be real, it's just a mood. It's not philosophy, not some groundbreaking ideology too. It's just your emotional response to realizing that, yep, life really does revolve a lot around looks and favorites. What to do with this info? That's on you. Some people find it hilarious and roll with it. Others get all existential about it, feeling betrayed by their own parents. Like, oh my gosh, mom loved my cuter sister more than me. Yes, bro, she did. Now what? Your whole worldview gets shattered, and suddenly you're down that rabbit hole of online forums looking for answers. Chill, it's just life. People act like they've cracked the code of the universe. Newsflash, it's not some deep philosophical awakening. It's just seeing things from a different perspective. The truth was always there, you just weren't ready to see it. And now that you do, you think you've got it all figured out. Nah, you're just a little less clueless than you were before. Congrats! And let's not fall into the whole the more you suffer, the more you grow nonsense. Some people work their butts off and get nowhere, while others just stumble into success. Life is unfair, and that's just the way it is. No cosmic balance, no final judgment where all the jerks get what they deserve. Sometimes the bad people win, and the nice people finish last. Deal with it. Will I stop being good myself for getting all advantages of being bad? Of course not. It's just not who I am. I can't emulate it even if I wanted to. And here you take it with a grain of salt, of course, because everyone thinks of themselves that they are good. So do I think it myself of me, of course. But that is for the majority around me, including you guys as my viewers to judge. And in the end of the day, we all back to this word that everyone knows and are tired about. Mindset. It all revolves around mindset. You can choose to see the world as brutal and unfair, or you can laugh at the absurdity of it all and keep moving forward. It's all about emotional independence, my dear foxes and viewers. You get yourself some emotional stability. So yeah, that's it for today, my lovely audience. The world is rigged, but you get to choose how you play the game. And remember, being aware doesn't mean being miserable unless you wanted it to be. In that case, good luck with that. Also, remember that you may be never a 10, but you can always get a bit better in appearance within some time and effort. It's not for ego or something stupid like that. It's just to have a bit easier life. Do you wanna see more of me? Watch my playlist appear in the right upper side of your screen at any given moment right now. Hope you enjoy it. Remember to support this channel with just $5 a month. I don't receive any monetization from YouTube, so help this fox here, okay? I need it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I see you guys in the comment section as always. Bye!